Okay, people, before we get started on the Money in the Bank previews and production video that I'm about to make, I have an announcement to make. There is going to be a few changes on my channel. Um, I'm saying this because of the fact that I really do respect and appreciate all my subscribers. You guys are awesome, and you definitely were my supporters for the last 2 years. And I thank you guys so much, especially with Wrestling Fan Nation. There's 70 members in there so far. Thank you guys so much for joining in. And I know, and that page just isn't for me. This page is for all the wrestling fans out there that want to discuss a topic, whether or not it's a pay-per-view, whether or not it's anything else. Thank you guys for supporting that. And also, if you have anything that you want to do outside the ordinary, there's also the fun spot. You can add as many fun things as you can, whether or not it's a comedy skit, whether or not it's something funny you found on YouTube, anything. It's absolutely fine with me, and I hope that you guys will have fun with that as well. But let's get on to what I'm about to announce. There are going to be some changes on my channel, and to be completely honest with you, my health hasn't been 100%. Not to get a sob story or anything, but I have been in a lot of pain for almost a month and a half, 2 months, and I'm trying to heal. There's a lot of things going on in my life right now, and I'm trying to heal and get better. So I'm not going to do as many videos as I used to. I'm probably going to cut out for a while. There are several videos that I've already made that I am going to put out, but it's not going to be in a scheduled sequence. It's just going to be probably at random. I'm still going to do Q&As, and for those that still want to see me questions for Q&As, you can. I'm not discouraging you from doing that. I actually have 2 Q&As done right now. If you still want to see me Q&As, I'll do that because I'll be at my own pace and I'll actually have enough questions built up to where I can do one. So, still, by all means, I encourage you guys to do Q&As. If I'm up to doing another video, that's fine. It's no big deal. You know, if I'm up to do another video, I will do it. But I'm not going to do as many pay-per-views as I used to. I'm still going to do Money in the Bank. But after Money in the Bank, I might just stick to the big fours. SummerSlam, Survivor Series, the Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania. I'm just going to stick to those 4 for now until I feel better. Or if there's a pay-per-view that I feel like I have to talk about, then I'll probably put it out there. But guys, I still once again want to thank you guys so much for supporting me and being there, and definitely for the 70 members that is on my Wrestling Fan Nation page right now. You guys are awesome as well, and especially to those that have been sending me questions on Twitter. Mr. Sheldon Richardson, you are awesome as well. So guys, let's get started with this predictions video. People, it is that time again. Before I get started again, there are 2 special people that I really do need to mention. Dustin, aka the Dream Boy 899, as well as Trey Ice. You guys are awesome. You guys have been really great admins on my page, Wrestling Fan Nation. You guys are awesome. Keep up the good work, and I know that you guys are going to be on top of that page because I know you guys have I know that Dustin has his own page as well. Trey Ice, you are awesome, man, as well as Dustin. Thank you guys so much for supporting me as well as keeping that page up. Now let's get started with this prediction, shall we? There are 5 championship matches, 1 standalone, and 2 Money in the Bank matches. Let's get started with the standalone match first, and then we'll go into the championship matches and then the ladder matches. The standalone match of the night is Chris Jericho versus Ryback. Let's face it, they really haven't had much of a build with this match at all. They just kind of threw Ryback in there because Ryback needed to get his pay-per-view money. He needed to get some means to be out there. And who is the best person for the job is Chris Jericho. So let's face it, I know Chris Jericho is not going to win this. Ryback is going to win this. It's going to put Ryback over. My vote goes to Ryback. Now let's go into the championship matches of the evening. Now, WWE Kickoff is going to be the WWE Tag Team Champion Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns from the Shield versus the Usos. Now, the Usos need to win more than anything else, to be completely honest with you. The Shield, they're already dominant. The only problem is them being on the YouTube channel on the WWE app for the Kickoff just shows how completely mediocre they are starting to become and how people are not taking advantage of them. I mean, they're not really putting them as strong as they should be because they're supposed to be the dominant faction of the PG era. what is happening. I really, as much as the Usos need a win, I don't see them winning this because it'd be way too early for Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins to lose theirs unless they decide to push Dean Ambrose solo and then leave these guys hanging. But I really don't see them winning. I really do see that it's going to possibly be Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns for the win. They're going to maintain their titles. Let's move on to another championship match, and this is the match that I'm really excited about because they're doing a lot for the Divas division, and you know what I'm talking about. The Divas Championship match with the champion AJ Lee versus Caitlyn. Now, I honestly feel that Caitlyn's going to probably win her win her title back because it's been a really great feud since then. It really had a great build-up with these two. Unfortunately, it kind of eclipsed all the other divas, but either or, it's doing something for the Divas division. It's going to be a really great match. That's one thing I'm going to say. But I don't see AJ keeping it. I really don't see her keeping it for that long. But I really do feel that Caitlyn is the better champion, and I really hope that she will win it. So my vote is going to go towards Caitlyn for the win and AJ for the loss. The next championship match is The Miz versus Curtis Axel in the Intercontinental and in the IC Championship match. Tongue tied. I really don't see Curtis Axel as much of a fighter. I really don't. I don't know what the big hype of Curtis Axel is. Just because he's Mr. Perfect Son, that's all he is. I'm sorry. There's nothing special about Curtis Axel, and I don't know why he's been the IC champion for this long. I'm hoping that The Miz wins, but then if you think about it, it's a downgrade. It really is, because he was a WWE champion. Now he's going to the mid-card belt. It's a lose-lose. Well, it's not really a lose-lose for him, because even though he would lose, he's still going to probably be in the WWE Championship running. That's how I see it. So either or, it's going to be a win-win for Miz. Even if he beats Curtis Axel, and I really do think that he's going to beat Curtis Axel. That's how I feel about it. But who knows? Paul Heyman may interfere, and something may happen in a heel-like way. So I would not be surprised if Curtis Axel is going to retain the championship. So my vote is going to be towards Curtis Axel, even though I would like The Miz to take it. Let's go into the World Heavyweight Championship match versus Alberto Del Rio and Dolph Ziggler. We all know that these guys can put on a really great match, especially how hungry Dolph Ziggler has become. I don't see this guy as a face. He's not acting like one, especially what he did to Chris Jericho the last few Raws ago. I really do think that he's going to take it from Alberto Del Rio, because even though they are trying to make Alberto Del Rio appeal more to the Latino audience, he has the most boring title reigns ever. The first time he won the title, he was boring. Now that he won the title and he's a heel again, he was boring. Either or, he was boring. There was nothing interesting about Alberto Del Rio. Still not. The only thing that gave him his appeal was his cars. But he threw away the whole rich guy gimmick. So now he's just going to something else. So he's just still boring. So honestly, I would love to see it on Dolph Ziggler, because Dolph Ziggler can bring a lot of flair to the World Heavyweight Championship. So I am looking for Dolph Ziggler for the win. And that is my vote. Dolph Ziggler for the win. Alright, moving on from there will be the final WWE Championship match of the night. The WWE Champion, John Cena versus Mark Henry. Yeah, honestly, people, why are we even going to debate this? We saw that Mark Henry practically decimated John Cena, not once, not twice, but several times. I really don't see John Cena winning this at all. Shoot, Randy Orton could even beat him. I see that Mark Henry is going to be the next champion. He's going to be a great heel champion, and he's going to really help John Cena in a heel way. And I think that's probably why he's going to give him the belt, because he was the most terrifying champion there was. And everyone was rooting for the Big Show to take that belt from him. So I really think that if they make him a heel champion, it will work wonders for John Cena. So I really do see that Mark Henry is going to take this one, and he will be the new WWE champion. Now, moving on to the actual matches of the night, in my humble opinion, the ladder matches. Let's get started with the All-Star match. The All-Star match pretty much consists of people that pretty much had the championship before. We got Randy Orton, we got RVD, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Christian, and Sheamus. Now, there's only two people, in my humble opinion, that have an opportunity to get this Money in the Bank briefcase on the top of that ladder. And that is RVD and Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan had a lot of hype. He had like a lot of build, a lot from his feuds, as well as his yes chant practically put him over. And the fact that he beat Randy Orton several times, the battle he had with Randy Orton put him over. There's a lot of promotion with this guy, and there's a lot of push with this guy. But then you got RVD. And you know, everybody has a nickname for RVD, No Job Rob. And let's face it, RVD is not known to put people over. So why would they bring him back only for him to lose? So it's kind of hard to say. Even though Daniel Bryan had this huge push, I don't see him winning. I see RVD taking it. Because why would they bring RVD back just to lose? My actual vote goes to RVD for now. Now the final Money in the Bank match of the evening. Now I liked how Teddy Long did this. He wasn't thinking of the vets. He was thinking of the future. He put superstars that he felt was good enough to actually be in this match and put on a good show. Good job, Teddy. For once, it was not a battle royal. Good job. Okay, the people in this match is going to be Wade Barrett, Cody Rhodes, Damian Sandow, Dean Ambrose, Fandango, Jack Swagger, and Antonio Cesaro. Yeah, Jack Swagger. But either or, I don't see Jack Swagger winning it. Neither will Antonio Cesaro, and neither will Fandango. Cody Rhodes might, because he might, I don't know. But my main two guys, in my humble opinion, is going to be Wade Barrett and Damian Sandow. As much as I'm a huge fan of Dean Ambrose, I don't see him winning this. I don't. I really feel it's going to be between Wade Barrett and Damian Sandow. Wade Barrett was supposed to win it the last year. He was supposed to win it last year, but he injured himself. And that didn't happen. Damian Sandow had a great push going on when he had his feud against Sheamus. So there's a lot of promotion with him. But I don't really see him winning the Money in the Bank yet. I don't even see him actually being a champion yet. He has a little ways to go. Wade Barrett, in my opinion, is gonna be better off to be a world heavyweight championship holder. I can imagine him being a great heel champion for the world heavyweight championship. It fits him. That title fits him because not only because of where he's from, it's because how he can represent it. And I think it'll be great in the hands of Wade Barrett than Damian Sandow or Dean Ambrose. As much as I love Dean Ambrose, it just wouldn't work. Not now. Not for Dean. Not now. He has a little ways to go. So my vote actually goes to Wade Barrett for the win. Okay, guys. Those are my predictions of Money in the Bank. Stay tuned for my review after the pay-per-view. It's Snitch Girl 30 signing off. Peace out. Later.